Welcome back, everybody. Now for lesson 2, Foundations of JRTC, the Organization Traditions of Service Programs. Where did we start? Where did we come from? I will go ahead and warn you now that a lot of the information that you will get the first semester of ROTC is going to be dry. I try to make it a lot more fun. I'm going to attempt to do that in these videos. Wish me luck. All right. We get into the real good stuff the second semester when we start doing things like CPR and first aid and a lot more hands-on stuff. All right. So let's talk about traditions of service programs. Our essential question today will be, how does the chain of command facilitate the operations of a large structured organization? What is a chain of command? That is a series of people that we report to and progressively higher and higher until we get to the big boss. We always want to try to help the next person ahead of us, our immediate supervisor, to help us anytime we have an issue. Okay? You don't have something small and you run to the manager. For instance, if you worked at McDonald's and you can't get your cash register open, you don't immediately run to the district manager or the owner or chief executive officer of McDonald's. You go to your shift supervisor and they'll help you out. Okay, keep that at your lowest level. Think about something new or good that has recently happened or will happen. I know it's going to be hard to do in this day and age, but think of something good. All right, it can be anything. Birth of a little brother or sister, new pet, anything like that. Think about what you guys already know about ROTC. What did you learn in the last lesson? In the pyramid of authority in ROTC, from the top to the bottom of the pyramid is the chain of command. That is exactly true. All right, from the top to the bottom. You ever notice how there's fewer bosses but a lot of workers? It's kind of like a pyramid. There's more people on the bottom trying to work their way to the top. ROTC, we will work you to the top. You will progress if you put any effort at all into ROTC. You will progress. Okay. We're going to talk about the organization of ROTC, how we're laid out, responsibility and authority, duties and responsibilities of the different positions in the battalion, uniform wear and history, purpose of uniform wear, restrictions and standards, the proper care and maintenance of each piece of the uniform, cadet appearance and grooming standards, and we will talk about Army ranks to their proper titles. And this class may end up into a 2-part class, okay? So just be prepared. We will learn to identify military rank and grade, demonstrate the placement of uniform awards, insignias, and decorations. How do we put our uniforms together? The components of individual awards, award criteria, ACUs, and we'll talk about these keywords here as we go. This will be a 2-day class. What I want you guys to do is when you reach a stopping point, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever's designated, stop this video there, come back to that point tomorrow or the next day. I want to give you guys time to do the worksheets and everything else involved in this class. I realize you guys do not have uniforms yet to put on or put together. So I want you guys to watch this video very closely so that you will know what to do when you do get everything for your uniforms. All right, ACUs, that is the Army Combat Uniform. That is the camouflage uniform. If you decide to take that, it is voluntary. You do not have to take that uniform, but if you do, you will wear that every Monday. Battalion. We are the Cougar Battalion. Each school has its own battalion. A battalion is made up of several companies. We currently have 4 companies. Headquarters, A, B, and C. We refer to them as Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. How do we break down the companies? By what class period you're in. If you're in first period, you are in Alpha Company. If you are in third period, you are in Bravo Company. And if you are in fourth period, at the end of the day, you will be in Charlie Company. Okay? My headquarters company people, they already know who they are. That is our staff and command group. Those are the highest ranking cadets we have. And they also have, because they have more rank, they have more work to do. Chevrons. When you look at military rank and you see the one rank pointed up, that is called a chevron, or the one stripe pointing up, that is a chevron. The ones on the bottom will be called rockers, and I will show you all that in a minute when we get to rank. Difference between Class A and Class B uniforms. This is a big one. A Class A uniform, that is where we are wearing the shoes, the socks, the pants, the t-shirt, the shirt, the tie, the beret, and the coat. The difference between the Class A and Class B uniform, they're both a dress uniform. The Class A uniform is more formal, and you are basically wearing everything with the coat. Now, let me break this down to you a little bit, because I will run into this 15 times this year. If you are wearing the coat, you must wear the tie. This is the dress coat, not the black windbreaker. I want to be very clear on that. You will get a dark blue jacket and you will get a black windbreaker. This is Army ROTC on it. You may, of course, wear the black windbreaker while in civilian clothes. Those are your regular clothes. All right. You can absolutely wear that windbreaker in your regular clothes. In fact, I highly encourage it because it's just good advertising for us. And people will come up to you and they ask you, hey, are you in ROTC? It's pretty cool. All right. Company. Each company, I told you, is broken down by your class period. Each company will have platoons, squads, platoons. You'll have a first sergeant, you'll have a commander, you'll have platoon sergeants. It all depends on how many people we have in each company. You will, at a minimum, have a first sergeant and a commander, which will be a captain. More of this to follow. That's actually a later class. Enlisted, I'll go over that in a little bit. The gray beret, you guys will see. The rest of this we'll go over as we come up on it, and I will break some of this down to you. All right. Organization, battalion organization structure. As I said, your battalion is the Cougar Battalion. Every ROTC cadet in this school is a member of the Cougar Battalion. North Brunswick has the Scorpion Battalion, and West Brunswick has the Trojan Battalion. Each battalion is made up of 3 to 4 companies. Like I said, we have headquarters, Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Each company, those companies together will make a battalion. A bunch of battalions together will make a brigade. Our brigade headquarters is at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. All right. So we start off with small groups and we get slowly bigger and bigger. We actually start off with squads. There will be a squad leader. That will be a Let 2 cadet, a second year cadet, who will be in charge of you. There may be 2 or 3 of you in each squad, including your Let 2, who will be a corporal or a sergeant. And their job is to lead you. They're to show you how to march. They're to help you with any issues you have. If you don't have a pencil, you need to see them first. Okay. Like I said, we keep it at the lowest level. If you come to class and you forgot your pencil, don't immediately go to your company commander or the battalion commander and say, hey, can I borrow a pencil? Let that person work for you. You guys are brand new. We know this. They know this. We know that you're not going to automatically come into ROTC and know absolutely everything that's going on. I don't expect you to. By the end of this year, you guys will be up to speed. And then next year, you're going to be looking at those brand new Let ones coming in next year and those bright eyes, and they're going to be looking at you like you're the big kid and they're in kindergarten again. Okay? They'll want you to teach them everything that they need to know. So my Let 2s this year, they will be teaching you guys the stuff that you need to know. Next. Can't do that one. Can't do that. Who is responsible for the overall function and management of a JROTC unit? For this, the overall function and management of the unit, this will be the battalion commander. Your battalion commander is Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Megan Carmichael. She will be in here second period when we come back to school. So bear in mind, that is a question you will be asked later. Who is your battalion commander? It is Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Megan Carmichael. Okay, pyramid of authority. This is not something you need to memorize, but I will give you the answer to this one. We have what's called the unity of command, the span of control, and the chain of command. All right. The unity of command is that the command works together. They have to work together because otherwise you guys are going to get a lot of conflicting information. If you start getting information from somebody and it doesn't sound quite right, I want you guys to bring it to me. We have had several rumors in the past that have come out, and I have no idea where they got started. At one point, somebody was saying you couldn't wear a watch while in uniform. That is absolutely false. One point they were saying that, all guys have to have their head shaved and a military style haircut. That is completely false. I will go into grooming standards real quick for you guys. The only requirement for grooming standards is you keep it off the back of your collar. Keep it off the top of your collar while in uniform. Since you guys won't be in uniform until we come back to school, I'm really not too concerned about haircuts and stuff like that right now. I will tell you that my hair is a little shaggy right now, but that will be fixed by the time you guys see me. Okay. That is unity of command. Span of control is nothing more than the number of people one person can be in control of. And that stops at about 4 or 5. It depends on the person, but when they get more people than they can handle, it starts getting crazy. So that's why we start out with squads. Each person can only handle 4 or 5 people. So your squad leader takes care of you. The platoon sergeant will take care of the squad leaders, who take care of you. The first sergeant will take care of the platoon sergeants, who take care of the squad leaders. And it just keeps rolling like that. And lastly, chain of command. Those are the people who are in command. There will be more of that coming at a later date also. Well, what can I do about this information? What is my chain of command? All right, take notes. This is a very, very important question. You will see it on every single test. You will get it on every single promotion board. You will see it a lot. Who is the one person that is in your chain of command and your NCO support channel? And I will explain the NCO support channel in a minute. That is your squad leader. The very first person you go to anytime you have any type of problem is your squad leader. If they cannot handle it, they will go to the platoon sergeant. Your NCO support channel will be made up of sergeants. That will be your squad leader, your platoon sergeant, your first sergeant, your sergeant major. That's why they're called sergeants. It's in all of their names. Your chain of command are guys in command. That is lieutenants and captains, and then the battalion commander. All right. That's not going to load correctly. All right, exercise number 1. This will be in your cadet notebook. Organizational structure. To create an organizational chart and demonstrate your understanding of the cadet battalion structure. Chart will include properly labeled positions, name of people currently serving in these positions. We will go over this together. All right. Here you go. Exercise number 1, organizational structure. Here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to fill this out and then hold on to it. You do not need to turn this in to me. Okay? So I'm going to trust you guys. I want you guys to fill this out, turn this, and keep it, because some of these you will have to study for promotion boards, and then when you want to get promoted, etc. So I've already gone through and I've filled these out. So all you have to do is hit pause on the video and write down the names of these people, and then take it and use it to study. I'm going to go over each one of them individually. Your battalion commander, that is your highest ranking cadet in ROTC. That she is the overall commander. She holds the same authority as Colonel Baker and myself. If she tells you to do something, it goes. As long as it's not illegal, immoral, or unethical, which she won't do, it will go. She is absolutely one of the nicest people you ever want to meet, and she will bend over backwards to help you with any issues you may have in any time. All right. Next, your battalion executive officer will be Cadet Major Emma Snap. She is a junior, also a wonderful person, and she will help you out as much as possible. The next person you need to learn is your battalion command sergeant major. If you look here at the rank, see command sergeant major, CSM. CSM, that is her rank. That is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Laura Gentry. Laura, once again, she will help you out to the best of her abilities. If she doesn't, if either one of these three don't help you out, you need to come see me. And if they can't help you out and it's something easy, don't worry, they can be replaced also. Your S1, the S1's job is paperwork, promotions, awards, getting all that packet together that I need you guys to fill out that has all of the permission slips, etc. You'll find that in the Google Classroom. It's listed under yearly welcome packet. I have to have that filled out, signed by your parents, and turned back into me. This is a JRTC requirement. And parents, I'm sorry for the paperwork, but here's what I would do is I would have my cadet fill out the paperwork and then just show me where to put my signatures. Your S1 adjutant, you do not have to remember these guys. These guys here are staff. You do not have to remember their names, just what their positions are. So adjutant is in charge of awards and promotions and paperwork. S2 is information security and safety. Anything that we do has to have a risk assessment done with it to tell us how dangerous it is. If it is dangerous, if it is too dangerous, we can't do it, and we're not going to do it. I'm not going to do anything. The most strenuous thing that you will do, the most dangerous thing you would do all year would be the rock wall. And surprise, surprise, you're going to be tied to a harness, and there's going to be people holding onto the rope. So there's no chance of you falling off anyway. S3 operations will be cadet captain or cadet. I think he's a first lieutenant, to be honest with you. Maybe a captain eventually. Carol. This is Spud Carroll. On all of these, you do not need to know their first name. You do need to know their rank. So up here it'd be Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Carmichael, Cadet Major Snap, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Gentry. All right. Your S4, he is in charge of supply. This is Cadet Second Lieutenant Brady Nifong. He is going to be the guy in charge of uniform issue. If you have any uniform issues, you will take it to, actually, you'll take it to me. Each company will have a supply representative in their class to help make sure you guys get uniforms that fit. Uniform wear. If anything tears, rips, you outgrow whatever on your uniform, wash that item, bring it back into me so that I can get you a new uniform piece. You don't have to pay for uniforms. You just bring in the old one and take the new one. Now, if you do something like you spill paint on it, or you took it hunting and you ripped it, or, I mean, I've had weird things like ties show up in tree stands. You're going to have to pay for that because you damaged the equipment. But as long as you don't seriously damage it, we're good. All right, S5, we do not really have an S5. He's actually the S6. He is my public affairs officer. He is our public affairs officer. And that is Cadet Lieutenant Tompkins. His job is to make sure that we get news articles printed out in the State Port Pilot, in the newspapers, TV, etc. He has a couple of other responsibilities, but those are the important ones for you. I can't go into Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie Company commanders because I don't know who they are yet. Until I get a schedule that tells me who's who, I can't tell you who those are as of yet. And your platoon leaders and your squad leaders, those will come when we all come back to class. So take a second right now, hit pause on this video, and write these names down of these people so that when you see them, you can go, oh yeah, you're my S1, okay? All right. All right, let's shift gears here. Let's go into the uniform. Why do we wear uniforms? Let me ask you this. Have you ever been part of an organization before where they had uniforms? Baseball, football, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Civil Air Patrol, work, anything like that. Why do they require uniforms? The short answer is so they know who you belong to, but it also builds the team. We are all about building up the team. This uniform that you guys are going to be issued and you're going to be wearing, with a few exceptions, looks exactly like the uniform active duty soldiers wear. Now, your ribbons and stuff are going to be totally different, and they wear black berets versus gray. They also wear white shirts where you guys are going to be wearing gray shirts. Okay, this screen here, you see the two young cadets, where the one on the left, he is wearing the Class A uniform. See, he's wearing the Class A coat with his stuff on it. And the cadet on the right, she is wearing the Class B uniform for females. All right, see how they've got everything on it, and she's not wearing a neck tab. Those items in the center you see, those are arcs. There's drill team, rifle team, there's academic arcs. If you get accepted in National Honor Society, we give you an academic arc, and you actually get a cord to wear on your shoulder. Matter of fact, the young man on the left in Class A's, I believe that is a academic rope that he's wearing. And you'll also get awards for A honor roll, AB honor roll, just about anything you guys do. The uniform should always be clean and neat. Gigs on the uniform inspection will include things like your shirt's dirty. I have had cadets come in here and they've worn the same shirt day after day, week after week, month after month, with the same Kool-Aid stain on it. I had one cadet that came in with a Kool-Aid stain in February, and then in May, it was still on his shirt. And the shirt had gone from that pretty gray color you see on your screen to a dingy looking brown. Cadets, please wash your uniform. Don't be lazy. Take pride in yourself. Be proud of who you are. You are an Army Junior ROTC cadet. You are representing JROTC, you're representing ROTC, and you are representing the United States Army, as well as representing the almighty South Brunswick High School. Take some pride in that. Your name will be on your shirt. I will be ordering nameplates, and your name will be on it, so you will be representing yourself so that everybody can see who you are. You have to be proud of who you are. You are going to accomplish things in this class that nobody else can accomplish. Nobody else is going to get the opportunity to do. Okay? So, first thing about uniforms is they should always be clean. They should be presentable, not wrinkled. Learn how to use an iron, please. Don't take it home. I'll tell you all a secret. If you take this uniform home and you put it back on a hanger, or you wash it and then you put it back on a hanger, it is going to look nice the following week. But if you do like a lot of people do, and you go home and you throw this thing on the floor, when you come in for a uniform inspection, I'm going to look at you and go, you threw that on the floor. 9 out of 10 times, y'all are going to tell me I'm crazy. And no, I didn't do that, Sergeant Corbett. Yeah, you did. I can tell when a uniform's been thrown on a floor or when it's thrown on the back of a chair. My favorite is when you let your dog sleep on it and then you come in and you're covered with dog hair. All right. Keep your uniforms away from the dogs. They will chew your shoes. Your shoes make nice squeaky doggy chew toys. I only say this because I can show you guys the example later. Let's talk about cleanliness. The first thing we've got to talk about is your personal hygiene. I am going to go into this for y'all because I have to. Y'all are growing young men and women. Your bodies are changing. Your hormones are kicking in. You are turning into full-fledged adults. And some of you are sitting here going, I'm already an adult. Well, let me break this down to you. Wear deodorant. Take a shower daily. Otherwise, a lot of these students will tell you, hey man, you need to take a shower. Now, I understand if you've got gym before you come to class, but there is a whole different stink between just coming out of gym and not showered for a couple of days. Every single day, you need to take a shower. Every day, you need to wear deodorant. Guys, here's the most important one coming at you, and we're going to hit this in grooming standards. Every day you wear that uniform, you must be clean shaven. I'm going to talk about mustaches in a little bit. You could have a mustache. You cannot have a goatee. You cannot have a beard. Okay? Because what happens is you guys go out to Walmart and you'll be wearing your uniform and some old retiree or somebody from Sunny Point, or heaven forbid, somebody's visiting down from Fort Bragg, they will come down and see you, and then they will go and they will jump your case like an Army drill sergeant does, because they don't realize that you're not in the Army. All right, so let me load up this animation and we'll continue afterwards.
$7:15? I forgot to set the alarm again. I'm going to be late for the third time this month.
Oh!
No one will notice. David, did you see Kelly yesterday? She looked fantastic.
Oh, I sure did. Incredible.
David, I's right. Who is that?
Well, that's my friend, Charlotte Rogers. She just moved here from Chicago. She has 2 brothers. Her dad's a professor. Her mother's a doctor. She is...
I wonder if she'd be interested in getting together with me after school.
With you? Come on. Why would she want to go out with someone like you? She wants a guy who's neat, takes a shower more than once a month.
Well,
Sorry, just joking.
No, you're right. I'm probably not even her type anyhow.
Hey, let's meet after school at your house. I have an idea about how we can help you meet Charlotte. And after I get through with you, she'll notice you. I mean, there is hope.
Okay, see you later.
Robert, third period is about to start. What have you been doing? Sleeping?
Sorry, Mrs. Fowler. I have a lot on my mind today.
Perhaps, Robert, you should head back to the gym and take a shower. That will help you so you won't sleep through the rest of the day. And Robert, you must have other shirts at home. This one's about had it.
Yes, Mrs. Fowler. Thank you for the suggestion.
Okay, Robert, this is it. We're going to get Charlotte to notice you.
Why? Why bother?
Because, hey, buddy, you have potential. Come on. First thing we need to do is to clean up this room. Then we can see what we have to work with.
I didn't know I had half these clothes. Some of this doesn't look so bad.
Sure, on hangers, not on the floor. Now that we have this clothing cleaned up, let's get to work on you.
What? I thought we were finished.
No, not yet. Well, what do you think?
I don't know.
Now for the finishing touches. Stand up straight. Walk tall. Let everyone know the old Robert is gone and the new Robert is here. Ready to succeed at work, school, and the women. Yes!
Since you started working here 6 months ago, your performance has been above average. Everyone seems to get along with you very well. And in that 6 months, you've only been late once. All in all, we're generally very happy with you.
Yes, Mr. Samuelson.
The one problem we've had is with your appearance. In the past, you obviously like to look like you've slept in your clothing, but I'm glad to see in the last week that's all changed. I like your new image. Keep it up.
Hi, Charlotte. My name is Robert Johnson.
Have I met you before?
No, but I understand you're new in town. I was wondering, would you maybe want to go see a movie this weekend?
Yeah, I haven't met many people here, so why not? Ugh, as long as you're not a friend of that slob down the hallway. I'm glad he didn't ask me out.
Yeah, I heard he left school and moved to Bulgaria.
Okay, Robert, just give me a call and let me know when you want to go. Bye.
Who was that you were talking with? It wasn't Charlotte Rogers, was it?
It sure was, and we're going to see a movie this weekend.
Great!
Listen, David, I really have to thank you for helping me last week. Not only do I look good, but I feel good. This new image, this new Robert, is a definite improvement.
So you see what I'm talking about? In that video, Robert started out, he had a hole in his sock. He was nasty. He woke up late. He was sloppy. Didn't really care how he looked. He just wasn't taking the time to put himself together properly. So came across his buddy David, and David's like, look, man, let me help you out. He says, you want to meet the new girl? You want to meet the pretty girl? Let me show you what you need to do. So he got him together and he helped him clean up. He got up a few minutes early. Let me let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. Your uniforms, if you take the time on Tuesday night, and you'll get this down within 5 or 6 minutes. You'll have this whole uniform down where you can put it together in no time flat. But if you do it on Tuesday night, the night before your inspection day, which will be Wednesday, you will have zero problems with your uniform inspections. If you rush and to do it Tuesday morning, or as some people I've seen have tried to put them together in class, you will have issues. Don't be that lazy guy who says, I'm just going to put my uniform together once and then I'm going to wear it like that for the rest of the year. That's nasty. I'm going to be straight up with you. People wonder why people like RTC. Look, I'm going to talk to you guys like you're adults. That is nasty. Okay. And the other cadets will tell you, you need to wash this. People will help you put it together. And then by the time you're done with the wear and appearance class, you're going to be fine. It's not hard to put together once you learn about what goes where. And I have handouts to give to you guys for that. So reflect on your appearance as a cadet. If my shirt's too big or my shirt's too small, it's not going to look right. If it's dirty, I'm not going to look right. And let's just face it, guys. If I look like a slob, I don't feel that good about being a slob. I would rather look better. Okay? So pride in yourself. These are our 3 types of uniforms. You have your Class A, your Class B, and your ACU. See what I mean about the Class A's with the coat and the tie. The Class B does not have a tie. Now, here's the thing about Class B's. Class B's can be with or without tie. When we do them here, we will do them with tie. It is easier for you to take that tie off and shove it in your pocket than to try to produce a tie that you don't have with you. Okay. We generally do Class B's with tie here. And then once you get out of the formation, you can take your tie off. The ACUs, that's the Army Combat Uniform. We will have those, and we will also have the new OCPs for some people who are on teams. That is just a privilege we will give to the teams until I get enough OCP uniforms to put everybody in the new uniform. Once again, the A and B are all just one uniform. The only difference is the tie and coat. That one is required every Wednesday. The ACU is not required to take, but if you do, you will have to wear that every Monday. All right, so read over your text about uniforms, do's and don'ts, uniform standards, et cetera, et cetera. So, what uniform is allowed to be worn during the activities? Student demonstrations? None. We do not demonstrate in uniform. We do not do politics in uniform. We don't hand out political propaganda. We do not attend rallies in uniform. None of that. We are representing the Army. We're representing JRTC. We're representing South Brunswick High School. We will not do any type of politicking in uniform, hands down. Ushering, if you would like to usher at a funeral or at your church, and you would like to wear your Class A uniform for that, then certainly you can. Hitchhiking, no. Political events, no. Absolutely prohibited any type of political events. 3 factors that affect your personal appearance: tidy hair, clean fingernails, and a good posture. All right, guys, let's talk. Ladies, y'all can listen in if you want. Guys, you're killing me. I see it all the time. Y'all go out on dates, and there's this pretty girl, and she is dressed up. She has done her hair. She has done her makeup. She has got her nails done. She has taken a shower. She is looking pretty. And then here you are in a pair of shorts, wrinkled shorts, pair of flip-flops, and a ratty hoodie, looking like you just crawled out of bed. Do you think that's the guy she's going to want to go out with again? Absolutely not, fellas. You've got to dress to impress. Okay? Take that to heart. Dress to impress. I don't care what you're doing or where you're going. If you're working around the house, sure, wear that tatty, nasty looking hoodie or whatever. But if you're going out and you want people to take you seriously, just like in the video, dress up, make yourself look good. It doesn't mean you have to wear a button-down shirt and a suit and tie every day, but at least, wash your clothes. All right. We will do this exercise when you guys come back. One thing that I already know we're going to have to do is I'm not going to give you guys a grade on uniform until we are back in school full time. All right. I will have a hands-on class on how to put together the uniform, and we will do it together. Matter of fact, I will have the 2s, 3s, and 4s help you guys put your uniforms together the right ways. It's not going to count against you until I show you how it's done. I will never give you an assignment to do for a grade that we haven't gone over in class, so that I can ensure that you guys know what we're doing. All right? Sound fair? Good. One other thing about uniforms, guys, I'm going to go ahead and warn you now. When you do get your uniforms, be prepared for the pictures. Mama will want to take about 50 pictures of you in uniform because she is going to be so proud of you. Just smile and nod and try to put it together the best you can, okay? Mama will have plenty of time to take pictures, but she wants that first picture of you. All right. Maintaining a uniform, I've already mentioned about hanging them up on a hanger. Wash your shirt after each use. It is machine washable. Hang it up while it's still warm. This is a good one. When you pull them out the dryer, I always like to take my shirts out the dryer just when they're just at least a little bit damp. And then I hang them up and then they dry without wrinkles. All right. This says dry clean pants and jacket. Not necessarily true. The pants can be washed on delicate cycle. Okay. The coat cannot. The coat must be dry clean. That's one of the reasons why we don't wear the coat that much throughout the year. The coat has to be dry cleaned. Take the buttons off of the uniforms, not the ones on the front where it buttons up, but I'm talking about the pocket buttons. They'll come off. We'll go over this in class. Take everything off of your uniform. Don't clean anything while it's on your uniform. Don't have your uniform cleaned while you have your ribbons and awards and stuff on it. All right. And next we will deal with exercise number 2, cadet grooming appearance and standards.